lot of what's seen as elite culinary culture in this part of the world is about being minimalist and taking things away, and it's let the ingredients like shine. Yes, that's all well and good, but what's also good is just like pumping as much flavour as possible and going, that tastes amazing. Like, why would I not want to do that? My name is Olaolu Olorunnimbe, and the restaurant is called the Jollof Kitchen. Nigerians tend to like very big, bold, spicy flavours.
Can I get a half kilo, please?
Sydney has tons of food options, but Nigerian food is not that readily available. Pre-pandemic, I could go home to Nigeria every 18 months and kind of just eat enough jollof rice to sustain me for another year. Once the pandemic hit, it was kind of like, well, I'm either gonna have to go without or make it myself. Once I started making it a lot more often, then it was like, I think people around here would like it. And I've realized that through it, I'm able to help people kind of understand Nigeria a bit more. Nigeria's increasingly in the culture through music, especially, but also there's some very famous actors of Nigerian descent.
Darius, you want anything?
Yeah, jollof rice.
Jollof? I haven't heard of it.
This feels like part of that overall kind of zeitgeist in helping people see Nigeria in a new way.
Back home in Lagos, we have good friends who celebrate, and they always eat jollof rice and goat meat. So I made you some.
Oh,
But I use chicken.
thank God.
Jollof Kitchen is located wherever I am. Now, Jollof Kitchen is located currently in Ashfield, previously in Petersham, and likely soon to be in Leichhardt. So really, because right now it's a home kitchen kind of experience, it's kind of, wherever I live. And so I've set up the kitchen to kind of accommodate both home cooking and jollof cooking. And I have a deep fryer, I have induction stovetops that I can use in addition to this, food processors and everything to make it kind of a little bit more efficient. But yeah, it happens right here in this kitchen. I spend weeknights after work prepping, and then I'll cook on the Friday night and Saturday, and then pickups are on Sunday. When I first began, I was aiming for weekly, and that didn't last very long because I wasn't able to have a life if I was aiming for weekly. Over the past year and a half to 2 years, I've aimed for once a month. And aim for is doing a lot of heavy lifting there, because I aim for once a month, and then what happens is work and life, and I probably, if I check my records, end up doing it maybe 6 or 7 times a year, which is not a lot, and that's why it's more of a project than a business right now. But once a month I find is a pretty good cadence to get a lot of orders in to make the time that I'm spending make sense, but also have some time to step away, recuperate, and come back at it with good energy. Obviously, to begin with, people learned about Jollof Kitchen through me. I just said to my friends, hey, I'm doing this thing, and if you're interested, place an order. But then people post on Instagram, and then their friends see it, and then suddenly people I don't know are messaging. The first few times that happened, I was terrified. I was like, whoa, this has gone too far. Jollof rice in Nigeria is kind of celebration food. It's party food. That's what you have at gatherings, weddings, funerals, whatever it is, just open houses, you will have some jollof rice there. So it's kind of food that's about people coming to enjoy big flavors together. Many West African countries claim to be the sole originators of jollof rice. But really, people agree that it's probably kind of founded in the Wolof Empire, which is now modern day Senegal. So Wolof, jollof, and that's where the name comes from. It's this rice dish that's cooked in a blend of capsicum, tomato, onion, garlic. It's really well seasoned. A few people have said it's the best thing they've eaten, which is crazy. That is crazy. And if anyone's not liked it, they haven't told me. So ignorance is bliss, and I'm choosing to kind of believe that it's 100% loved by everyone. Nigerians are big meat eaters, but with Jollof Kitchen, I offer chicken and I offer a vegan version. So a charred cauliflower, which brings a nice smokiness to it and provides a little bit of a different texture. So the jollof rice comes with chicken or cauliflower, and then it comes with plantain, and the plantain is my favorite thing. It looks like a banana when you look at them, but they're a lot starchier and sweeter. And when you let them ripen and you fry them, you can either go jammy with it and it has a really tender, kind of soft, chewy texture, or you can go quite fried and quite hard. Either way, it's delicious, and so it brings that sweetness to balance out the salty, savory flavors of the rice and the chicken or the cauliflower. And coleslaw is important because I know people often turn their nose up at coleslaw, but I think the role it plays with this dish is really important because it brings a bit of crunch and it brings a bit of creaminess, which is a really great pairing with the spiciness. Those four things are kind of like the quartet that form the main dish. So the jollof rice itself is, it's spicy, it's savory, it's umami. The plantain is sweet, the coleslaw is creamy, it's crunchy, and the stew is spicy. So each of these things individually is quite bold, and together, rather than clash, it's like just great balance. And I think that's also thematically interesting to me, is the balance with big flavors. Yes, the inner west is good.
You're gonna love that guy.
We're doing the puff puff right now because I didn't get a chance to give it to you last time. Now we're here in Leichhardt, all moved and settled in. It was only right that I got some together. So we've got the flour, the sugar, the water, the yeast, it's all in there. Just need some time to rise now. And then when it's done, we'll get frying. The dessert is called puff puff, and puff puff is essentially a fried dough ball seasoned with like nutmeg, and then you kind of have it with some sugar, which I like to spice with a few warm spices. I like to do a drink on the side. It's called Zobo, and Zobo is a hibiscus iced tea. And that's also got big flavors because, again, thinking about celebrations and people coming together. Traditionally, you might add some pineapple juice or some orange juice to give it even more sweetness because Nigerians, but I just do it without because that way it can last longer in people's fridges. I would love to have a space, whether that's a restaurant or that's a food truck, whether it's both, that is, yes, primarily about sharing the food, but also heroes Nigerian art and music and brings a little slice of Nigeria to Sydney and Australia more broadly. However far this goes, this already is a success because it started out as this thing in my brain that is now kind of out in the world in some fashion, and to me that's not something that I've always done, and it's incredible to have done it with this.